Good morning, students. Today, the topic of my lecture is Hardy-Weinberg principle and equation. The Hardy-Weinberg principle was given by Godfrey H. Hardy and Wilhelm Weinberg. Jointly, they concluded that in a large random mating population, the proportion of dominant and recessive alleles present tends to remain constant from generation to generation unless evolutionary forces act to change it. This is the statement given by them. In such a way, even the rarest forms of genes which one would assume would disappear are preserved. The evolutionary forces that can disrupt this natural equilibrium are non-random mating, natural selection, mutation, genetic drift, and migration. The original proportions of the alleles and genotypes in a population remain constant from generation to generation as long as 5 assumptions are met. These 5 assumptions are: first, the population size is very large; second, random mating is occurring; third, no mutation occurs; fourth, no natural selection occurs; and fifth is no alleles transferred in or out of the population, means no migration or the gene flow. If these evolutionary forces are absent in a population, then allele frequencies in the population will remain constant through future generations. Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, it is also referred to as the Hardy-Weinberg principle. It is used to compare allele frequencies in a given population over a period of time. The Hardy-Weinberg equation based on this principle can be used to test whether a population is evolving or not. To be in Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, it must satisfy 5 main conditions. First is very large population. If the population size will be small, the allele frequencies will fluctuate by chance event due to genetic drift, and it will pass from one generation to the next generation. Second is no gene flow between populations. When individuals move into or out of populations, they add or remove alleles altering the gene pool, which is the totality of all alleles in a population. So by the movement or the migration, gene flow takes place and they alter the alleles frequency in a population. Third is no mutations should be there for Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. By changing alleles or deleting or duplicating genes, mutations may modify the gene pool. And fourth is random mating. Random mixing of gametes allows both dominant and recessive alleles to pass to the next generation. And fifth is no natural selection. The unequal survival and reproductive success of individuals due to natural selection can alter allele frequencies and they may disturb the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. So, for any population to remain in Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, population size should be large, there should be no migration or the gene flow, no mutation should take place in that population, random mating should be there, and no natural selection should be there. Because all these 5 conditions, they change the allele frequencies in a population, but all these 5 conditions are rarely met in a real populations. Allele and genotype frequencies often do change, and the Hardy-Weinberg equation can be used to test whether evolution is occurring in a population. 2 equations have been given by Hardy-Weinberg. First equation is used to calculate allele frequencies in a population. P plus Q is equal to 1, where small p is frequency for dominant allele in the population, small q is frequency for recessive allele in the population. When we add both dominant allele and the recessive allele, it gives the value of 1. P plus Q, it should always be equal to 1 and it represents 100% of the alleles in a population. The second equation of Hardy-Weinberg is used to calculate genotype frequencies, which is p square plus 2pq plus q square is equal to 1. where p square is the frequency of individuals with the homozygous dominant genotype. Homozygous means that individual will have alleles of same type, but they are dominant. 2pq represents the frequency of individuals with the heterozygous genotype. In these individuals, they will have alleles of both kinds, both dominant and recessive. That's why it is termed as heterozygous. Q square is the frequency of individuals with the homozygous recessive genotype. In this case, individuals will have recessive alleles and both the alleles will be of recessive type. That's why it is homozygous recessive genotype. P square plus 2pq plus q square should always be equal to 1. In reality, the conditions for Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium are never met. There are always disturbing factors. It is useful as a baseline for studying real populations, and these two equations, p plus q is equal to 1 and p square plus 2pq plus q square is equal to 1, help to know whether the population is evolving or not. Here, you try to understand about the allele frequency. Population is a group of individuals which can interbreed among themselves. Gene pool is a term used for the totality of alleles or the collection of alleles in the population. What are alleles? Alleles are different forms of a gene. For example, if there is a gene for height, it can be in a dominant form in the tallness, or it can be in the recessive form, that is dwarfness. So these two forms are referred as alleles. The ratio of an allele in a gene pool is known as allele frequency. It denotes the proportion of one allele in the gene pool to the other allele of the same locus. If we consider a hypothetical population in which hair color is controlled by only two alleles, which are capital H and a small h. Capital H is dominant allele and a small h is represented as recessive allele. There is possibility of occurrence of three types of individuals in the population having genotype dominant homozygous, which is having two dominant allele, heterozygous capital H and a small h, that is those individuals will have two different alleles, both dominant and recessive one. Homozygous recessive will have both the alleles in recessive form. If there are 100 individuals in the population, out of which 40 are capital H, 40 are capital H, small h, and 20 are small h, small h. It means 40 are homozygous dominant, 40 are heterozygous, and 20 are recessive homozygous. The total number of dominant allele, capital H, is 120. How it is calculated, you can see here, each homozygous dominant individual contains two dominant allele. When we'll multiply, it will give the value of 80. And each heterozygous individual contains one allele of capital H, so it will be counted only 40. The total number of recessive alleles, small h, in the population is 80. In this case, each homozygous recessive individual contains two alleles of small h, so here number will be 40, and again each heterozygous individual contains one allele of small h. It will give the value of 40. So total the gene pool of this population contains 120 plus 80 is equal to 200 alleles. The allele frequency is calculated by dividing the number of particular allele divided by the total number of alleles in the population. Hence, the allele frequency of dominant allele capital H is 120 by 200 is equal to 0.6. It is represented as small p in Hardy-Weinberg equation. Similarly, allele frequency of recessive allele small h is 80 by 200 is equal to 0.4. It is represented by small q in Hardy-Weinberg equation. By knowing the frequency of one allele, the frequency of the other allele can be calculated by the simple formula P plus Q is equal to 1, where small p represents allele frequency of dominant allele and small q represents recessive allele. Hence, if we know the value of Q, we can calculate the value of P, and if we will know the value of P, we can calculate the value of Q. Now try to understand the allele frequency with the given example. Here you can see three groups of iguana population, and here you can see in the first diagram or the first group there are 5 individuals having different genotypes, and overall the gene pool is of 10 alleles, out of which dominant allele, which is represented as capital W, it is 50% in the first population, and 50% recessive allele is also there. But in the second combination in the population, here out of 10 alleles, 3 alleles are dominant. So it represents 30% of the dominant allele in the second example, and 70% is represented by the recessive allele. While in the last example, here out of 10 alleles, only one allele is dominant. So it represents only 10% of the population, and 90% of the population is having recessive allele. Here, try to understand about genotype frequency. What is genotype? Genotype is the genetic makeup of an organism, the total number of one type of individuals in a population showing similar characters with respect to the locus under consideration is called genotype frequency. Suppose capital N represents the total number of individuals in a population is equal to 100. Number of homozygous dominant individuals are 40. Number of heterozygous individuals are 40, and number of homozygous recessive individuals are 20. The frequency of genotype for a particular type of allele combination on the same locus is calculated by dividing the number of individuals with that genotype by the total number of individuals in a population. Here, in this example, total number of individuals are 100. So, genotype frequency of homozygous dominant, which is represented as small p square in Hardy-Weinberg equation, will be equal to 40 by 100 is equal to 0.4. The genotype frequency of heterozygous individuals, which is represented by 2pq in Hardy-Weinberg equation, is equal to 40 by 100 is equal to 0.4. And genotype frequency of homozygous recessive, which is represented by small q square in Hardy-Weinberg equation, is equal to 20 by 100 is equal to 0.2. Hence, genotype frequency is calculated by the equation p square plus 2pq plus q square is equal to 1, where small p square is the frequency of genotype, which is homozygous dominant. 2pq represents the frequency of heterozygous genotype, and small q square is the frequency of genotype, which is homozygous recessive. Here you can see the combinations of genotype frequencies in the Punnett square. If dominant allele combines with dominant allele, it will give the value of homozygous dominant, and if dominant allele will combine with the recessive allele, it will be represented twice. So 2pq is written to represent the heterozygous genotype individuals, and when recessive allele will combine with the recessive allele of the male gamete, it will give the recessive homozygous individuals. So in the second equation of Hardy-Weinberg, which helps to calculate the genotype frequency, here small p square will be the frequency of homozygous dominance, small q square will be the frequency of homozygous recessive, and 2pq will be the frequency of heterozygotes, and when frequencies of all individuals will be added, it will give the value of 1. To calculate the allele frequency and genotype frequency, we have to remember this formula where allele frequency is equal to number of copies of a specific allele in a population divided by total number of all alleles for that gene in a population. It is also referred as gene pool. Whereas genotype frequency will be equal to number of individuals with a particular genotype in a population divided by total number of individuals in a population. Now we will try to understand Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium and the equation with the help of a question. A population of cats can be either black or white. The black allele, which is represented by capital B, has complete dominance over the white allele, which is small b. Given a population of 1000 cats, 840 are black in color and 160 white. Determine the allele frequency, the frequency of individuals per genotype, and number of individuals per genotype. So here we have to solve this problem, and for solving we have to calculate all the variables. For calculation of allele frequency, we have to calculate the value of small p and small q. For genotypes, we have to calculate small p square, 2pq and q square, and from those respective frequencies we will be able to know the number of individuals per genotype. So step 1, we have to find the frequency of white alleles or the white cats, the homozygous recessive genotype. As they have only one genotype, that is both are small b, black cats can have either the genotype capital B small b or the genotype capital B capital B. So in case of black cats, heterozygous and homozygous both situations can be there. But in case of white cats, it is only homozygous recessive. Then only it will be able to be expressed. And therefore, the frequencies can be directly calculated from the homozygous recessive genotype. Frequency of individuals will be individual numbers divided by total population. Here you can see the total number of white cats are 160 and the total population of cat is 1000. So when we'll divide 160 by 1000, it will give the value of 0.16. This value or this is the frequency of white cats in the population. So it is representing small q square. Q square is equal to 0.16. So when we take the square root of q square, it will give the value of small q, it is equal to 0.4. And using the first Hardy-Weinberg equation where it is p plus q is equal to 1, we can get the value of p if we are knowing the value of q. So here in this example, p is equal to 1 minus 0.4 is equal to 0.6. Now that the allele frequencies in the population are known, both the p and q values we know, so we can solve for the remaining frequency of genotypes by using formula p square plus 2pq plus q square is equal to 1. When we know the value of p, we can calculate the frequency of homozygous dominant, which is p square is equal to 0.36, and when we multiply 2 into p into q to get 2pq value, which will represent the heterozygous genotype frequency, it will be equal to 0.48. So now at the end of the calculation, we are knowing the value of small p is equal to 0.6, small q is equal to 0.4. The frequency of individuals with the dominant genotype p square is equal to 0.36. The frequency of individuals with the heterozygous genotype 2pq is equal to 0.48, and the frequency of individuals with the recessive genotype q square is equal to 0.16. When we will add the values of small p plus small q, it should give the value of 1. And again when we will add p square plus 2pq plus q square, it will again give the value of 1. So frequencies can be checked by substituting the values above back into the Hardy-Weinberg equations. On the basis of the values of p square, 2pq and q square, we can segregate the population into different kind of genotypes. When we will multiply the frequency of individuals with the total population. In case of homozygous dominant, when we multiply p square into total population, it gives the value of 360 black cats having both dominant alleles. And when we multiply 2pq with the total population, it gives the value of 480 black cats, but they are heterozygous. When q square is multiplied with total population, it will give the value of homozygous recessive genotype individuals. Hardy-Weymer equations provide a baseline, or they help to know whether the population is evolving or not. So how do we determine if a population is in Hardy-Weymer equilibrium? First, we have to find out the genotype frequencies in the population. Then we will calculate the frequencies of the dominant and recessive alleles. Then calculate what the allele frequencies would be in one generation of random mating. If the allele frequencies after one round of random mating change at all from the original frequencies, the population is not in Hardy-Weymer equilibrium and evolution has occurred within the. Recall from the previous example where we had calculated the allele frequencies of cats of small p is equal to 0.6 and small q is equal to 0.4. The next generation of cats has a total population of 800 cats, 672 black and 128 white. Is the population in Hardy-Weymer equilibrium? To solve this question, we have to calculate the individuals with recessive genotype. Their frequency has to be calculated, and it is q square is equal to 0.16. From q square, we can get the value of q. It is equal to 0.4. When we compare the recessive allele frequency in the present generation and the previous generation, we see that both the values are same. It is equal to 0.4. There is no deviation in the allele frequencies, so we can say that the population is in a state of Hardy-Weymer equilibrium. If the frequency changes, then we can say that the population is evolving. On the part of conclusion, it can be said that evolution is change of gene pool of a population over time. The Hardy-Weymer principle or equilibrium or the law states that a population's allele and genotype frequencies will remain constant in the absence of evolutionary mechanisms. A population not in Hardy-Weymer equilibrium is one in which allele frequencies are changing generation to generation due to one or more of the 5 evolutionary agents are operating in a population. First is mutation, second is genetic drift, third is non-random mating, fourth is gene flow or migration, and fifth is natural selection. Hardy-Weymer equilibrium describes populations that are not evolving. Allele frequencies and genotype frequencies stay the same if 5 conditions are met. Very large population, in this case no genetic drift will be there to bring changes in the allele frequency. No emigration or immigration, no gene flow, no migration. No mutations means no new alleles will be added to the gene pool. Random mating means no sexual selection will be there. No natural selection means all traits aid equally in survival, and there is no selection of alleles. Hardy-Weymer equilibrium describes a situation in a large randomly mating population in which the proportions of dominant to recessive alleles remains constant from one generation to the next. Hardy-Weymer equilibrium never occurs in nature because there is always at least one rule being violated. Hardy-Weymer equilibrium is an ideal state that provides a baseline against which scientists measure gene evolution in a given population. There are 2 equations necessary to solve a Hardy-Weymer equilibrium question. Small p plus small q is equal to 1, which helps to calculate the allele frequencies. Small p square plus 2pq plus q square is equal to 1. This equation helps to calculate the genotype frequencies. Any gene has two alleles, dominant and the recessive. Small p is the frequency of the dominant allele. Small q is the frequency of the recessive allele. Small p square is the frequency of individuals with the homozygous dominant genotype. 2pq is the frequency of individuals with the heterozygous genotype, and small q square is the frequency of individuals with the homozygous recessive genotype. Thank you.